Bum 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 bum. The fuck? Sorry. Bum 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 bum. I want a snack. I want a snack. I want a snack. I don't have a lot of snacks. Sorry. Hey guys. It's oh, I think my shit is tilted. Why is the retouch on? Nah, we natural over here, babe. Sorry. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'm debating if I want to get like my. Looks like I'm the lucky. Looks like I'm the lucky guy. Lucky for what? I streamed mad early today. That's because I have to wake up early. In the morning. How was my day? Very boring and tiring and exhausting, and I cannot wait for my Shein packages to arrive because I need professional clothing for my professional job. You said yes? I did not say yes. I had no idea what you were talking about. You had them braiding for 3 months. I'm getting my hair done on the 12th. Relax. I don't book that up. I booked that appointment so quick today. I contacted my hairstylist and I was like, you know, to do sew-ins. And she was like, the only sew-ins I know is like you do the braids in the front and then she does the back. And I'm like, whatever. As long as we can get something done to my head. Okay, I then ordered some new edge control brushes. I then ordered some new edge control, like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta look through my makeup stuff so I can start doing my lip liner because, you know, I gotta be the baddest bitch in the office. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. You look kind of like Willow. Why does everybody say that, bro? Why does everybody say that? We just both light-skinned. We just light-skinned. Oh. Can I tell you something? Let me tell you something. 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 It's Kenji's birthday today, and as his wife, I forgot. And I feel embarrassed. I forgot my own husband's birthday. You chopped. Hell yeah. Chopped as fuck, nigga. Look at me. Oh. Like, you cheated. No, I didn't, bro. You cannot, just because you claim yourself as part of my harem, don't mean that I'm the one that's cheating, bro. Dang, are you serious? No, I'm not married. But the guy that I want to marry, he doesn't know that I want to marry him, and he has no clue who I am. So it's like, I have a celebrity crush on this guy, but he don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sorry, I'm like, that's my husband. You know what I'm saying? That's my man. You know? So, harem since when? Since right now, bitch. And I used to have a harem. I don't have one no more. I had to give up all my hoes because Kenji was my one true love. And I just had to do the right thing of making that man my man. You know? So. Having the camera this low is looking at a shotgun barrel. I should buy real bullets and shoot y'all out, shoot it at my nose, cause y'all be pissing me off. Like, it starts with delusion, cause the Lulu is always the Salulu. Mhm. 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 Yeah. You are so beautiful. Like, girl, R.I.P. from TLC Love. Girl, I am not Left Eye. What the fuck? Do I prank? Do I want to prank my boyfriend? You know, the issue would be I would need to have a boyfriend, but I don't have one. R.I.P. my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, kaplow, kaboom. I don't know the rest of. That's all. That's all. I'm about to make a TikTok like that. Every time I think about him when I hit the hookah, kaplow, kaboom, kaplow. Yeah. How many? How many what? No generosity found. Bitch, you lying. Why you lying for? I'm so tired. You know what would help me sleep at night? Is if Kenji was to walk through my door with matching pajama pants like mine, chest all out. He's like, come on, baby, let's go to bed. And he holds me for the entire night. Like, well, we don't just gotta stick to just holding, you know what I mean? But like, if he just, you know, like if he was just to like come up into my, if he was just to come up to my place and be like, yo, babe, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my dream. Like if he was like, imagine he brought food too, like, and he know I'm hungry. Like I'm always hungry. You know what I'm saying? Your fantasies are really bad. Shut the fuck up. No, it's not. But it's like, you know, I was in my room teaching my little sisters, and I heard a boom. Kapow! I'm sorry. Like, oh, is this the girl I stumbled on again? Yeah, Burries, what's up? Are you high or something? No, that's just my eyes, you racist ass bitch. Anyway, you're canceled. But like, yeah, like, I just want him to like walk up into my place, and he got like let's go Hello Kitty pajama pants on. No shirt, just bare abs and chest, you know, and they're just slathered in baby oil or any type of oil so I can lick it off, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, I'm here, baby girl. And then I could just, you know, crawl to him like on some dog type shit and just like, come here. And then like, I'm just like, you know what I mean? Just, you do this for the love of the game? I sure do. Like, who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me from not doing it for the love of the game? Huh? Like, if I, like, that's my dream come true. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the food? My husband coming with the food. I'm not married, but, like, it's a very good fantasy of mine. Like, I just want him, or he don't, you know what? I don't even need him to come in with Hello Kitty pajama pants on. He could just come in butt naked. I'd still be on my knees, though. You know what I'm saying? Praying, YouTube. Praying to the, mighty Slytherin. Yeah, just praying. We love prayers over here. You know what I'm saying? We love prayers. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just pray, thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. You know what I mean? On my way, nigga, you are not Kenji, fool. That is who I'm talking about. Like, what the hell? But Yeah, like he can just come up in here butt booty naked. Hold on. Ah, fuck! I got caught in my head. Hold on, bitch. Is we fucking or not? No, I'm kidding. I'm trying to put my glasses on. Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? You, bitch. Little do you know, I do this shit for the love of the game. Like, I don't give a fuck. What y'all gonna do? Actually, give me. You guys are actually gonna send this shit to Kenji. He's gonna react to it on stream. No, he's not. No, he's not. You wanna know how I know? Because I'm not clippable. Well, I used to have a clip farmer for me. I used to have a clipper, and he done backstabbed me. So you cooked that steak yet? No, but I got my knives. They're white knives. They're beautiful too. They are so beautiful. Like, some sexy ass knives. I love knives, bro. I love knives. Especially from the Trigun anime. He was fun as fuck. Wait. Yeah, knives. And his brother Vash. They could Eiffel Tower me. I'm sorry. What sports do I play? I used to play a lot of sports. Why are you weird all the time? Why do I even do a live? Why the fuck do you watch, Natalie? I do it because you watch. If you stopped watching, I would be doing some weird shit. You ever thought about, like, cause and effect? You ever wonder why, like, the train is on the railroad? You ever figure out, you ever wonder why the ocean has waves, bitch? What you doing? Wiggling my toes. Y'all can't see it, but I'm wiggling my toes. And I gotta clean up my apartment because it's just boxes of Amazon, tons of like Whole Food bags, lots of trash bags everywhere. Not full of trash. There's like belongings in there, and then like a whole bunch of bins. And then I'm like, my suitcase is like sprawled open right now in my bedroom because I have to wear professional clothes, and your girl does not have any professional clothing like that because, you know what I'm saying? And yes, I know. How are you a secretary without professional clothes? I had a uniform. Okay, I had a uniform. Black slacks, white shirt, stuff like that. But I gotta change it up. I'm about to be a bad bitch. Oh God. I feel like you a size 10 in men's shoes. Just look at you. You might have big feet. Actually, I don't know. I've got my foot measured. I'm like an 8 in women's and then a 9 in men's. And then I can also fit kid sizes. So I'm also like a 6 in kids. Or a 7. I think I'm a 7 in kids actually. So it's like, it really just depends on the type of shoe and the material and how it's made. So it really depends. Like on Shein, I think I could fit like a size 8, 7, I think. Is my parents black or yeah, nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, 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 nigga. I'm 100% nigga. Nigga, 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 nigga. I'm 100% nigga. Okay, so yeah. I feel like that makes sense, but it don't sound right. Yeah, it's just a lot. It's a lot. That's racist. How is it racist? I'm a nigga. I'm black as hell. You think a racist is gonna look at me and be like, oh, that's just a black woman. No, they would call me a nigga. With the ER. BITCH. That's what they called the slave women. Or a nigra. Like Nigra. No, Nigra. That's how they spelled it. Nigra. So why you call yourself? Because it's empowerment. When you switch the words around. If you was to ever like, if like, you know how like people call me trans and shit, and I make that word into my own and say, yeah, I'm a trans species in this bitch. That's empowerment to me because you guys can't troll me for that shit if I'm already gonna troll myself about it. I'll double down on that shit, on God. Like we can just like, not a stud. Rick, I will bend you over. Leave me alone. I am not nobody's stud. You mean gay? No, I get like a whole bunch of trans allegations. I don't know if they just want me to pop my pussy on a live stream, but I'm not gonna do it. Like I know Lil Booty said, pop your pussy on a live, you get $1,000. Y'all ain't giving me $1,000 to pop my pussy on the live stream, and I'm not doing that shit. So no, you have to have ADHD. You overly funny. No, just a lot of trauma and sadness. A lot of trauma and sadness. You know, when you're gonna let a real nigga love you, I prefer all niggas to stay away from me. Every race of them. You know. I might put myself up there, but I don't see the appeal. Sorry. Why though? Y'all niggas is scary. The world is scary. Dating is scary. There's a lot of possibilities that I'm scared of. Like, what if my man comes home after he cheated on me and he transmits a STD to me? Like syphilis. Like I wouldn't be able to live with myself. Like if I ever get any kind of STD, I'm off of my shit. What the fuck? Like, you think I'm gonna live with myself after that? Oh God, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Nearest building, bitch. Like, no. Life lessons. Them is not life lessons. Those are tendencies that will drive me to the edge. Like, I'm not doing that shit. You cheat on me. You have a baby on me. I'm like, I'm gonna like go to the nearest building. Like, I'm not living like that. That's embarrassing. Like, I just feel like that's so embarrassing. And I do embarrassing shit. But I hate when people embarrass me. But there's levels to it. Like, if you're a man, if you're my man, and you have a baby on me, and everybody know that you're my man, and you got another woman pregnant, I'm off my shit. Oh my God, nearest building, please. Like, I'm not doing that shit. That's embarrassing. No. Why would I want to go? Why would I want to live like that? Oh, you seen so and so's girl? Yeah, she ain't know that he been fucking with a whole other woman, and she pregnant with his baby. He got a whole baby on her. Do you know how traumatizing that is? No, off him, not yourself. I would do it. Like, I would. But I don't want to go to jail. Like, I'm cute as shit. Like, I'm going to be somebody's bitch in jail. So I'd rather just take myself out the game. On God. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell no, you can't end the movie. I'm just saying. But that's damn near everyone. Yeah, see? I can't be, like, I don't want to be with somebody that's, like, damn near everyone. I'm different, bitch. While y'all all walk into a circle, I walk to the rectangles, bitch. Like, I like to separate. That's why I act the way that I act now. You gotta, like, Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Like, getting accused of a kid being yours is traumatic, too. Well, I wouldn't experience that. And plus, you can tell who the baby is if you get a blood test. And I think you can get it done after, like, 4 weeks of the baby being of conception. Like, you can get the girl can get her blood drawn, and they can know who the gender of the baby or who the father is. You know? What was the last book I read? I have to think about it because I have my books at my parents' house. The last book I have ever Grimm's Fairy Tale. I got the entire book. Wait, no, actually it was like Cat in the Hat or Green Eggs and Ham because my younger brother loves that book. Green Eggs and Ham. He doesn't call it Green Eggs and Ham. He calls it Sam I Am. You let fear control you, or do you control your own fears? I let the fear control me, but I control it to a point because I just have a lot of fear. Like, what if I'm with the dude and he's nice as fuck. And then turn around, he's a serial beater. So not only is he stressed out at work, he taking that shit out on me. And I'm just like, I'm already thinking, like, if you put your hands on me, I'm just, you done. You know what I mean? And I don't want to have to go. And you know what's crazy? I would go to jail for defending myself. So I'm just going to take myself out the game. Like, you can have the trial. Look, I will push him so far to the edge, he has to end me so he can go to jail. He might not even go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how much is my rent? $1,700. Like, no, bro. Like, no. What's one errand or task you actually enjoy doing? This one. I hate working so much. I'm afraid my wife gonna take my kids, kick me out my house, and take all of my money. You have money? What money do you have? What money? Like, I don't understand. Like, y'all do know this is not like the 1800s, the 1900s, where like they can, you know, we have jobs. You guys do know that, right? We have our own money. Do you see me with a man right now? No. You know what I mean? I don't need a man. I want one. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's very healthy to. And I know you guys are gonna say, "Oh, it's wrong. You do need a man." No, my dad says it a lot too. Like, "Oh, you do need a man." I'm saying I don't need a man. I don't. I want one because if somebody needs me, that means they depend on me for every fucking thing. They're like a child, okay, but in adult form. Why is my happiness like why like okay? So I've been in like an emotional abusive relationship before because I am very sensitive and I feel things a lot intensely. And the guy, he would use his health, like his mental health, like his depression, as a way to stage me. He would be like, "Oh, I need you to live. I need you to live. I'm gonna jump." And you know, me being 16 years old, I was scared as shit. This nigga about to jump. You need me? That's scary. I don't need anybody. If I need somebody, I am mental in the head, or I'm either I feel like the only time I'll be dependent on somebody is if I physically can't do anything for myself. If I am disabled, I would go after. I would probably need somebody because obviously you have needs. You need somebody to be there for you. But let me guess, that's not even your word story? No, it's not. Okay, it's not even my word story. Nope. Dated this guy, and I didn't find out that he was a racist until he was. It was just a lot. It was very traumatic for me. Everything that I've done, like, I don't know. It ranges from like guys being suicidal over me, or guys just wanting me for my body, or guys trying to baby trap me. Cause yeah, they say it all the time. Like, oh my gosh, like I want you to be the mother of my kids, and I'm just like, no marriage. You don't want to put a ring on my finger. You don't want to buy a house first. You just want to go straight to kids. Like, no. So yeah. Victim mentality. I'm actually, well, I mean, I am a victim, so obviously, like, I do have victim mentality because I'm the victim in the situation. I don't know why you guys say, like, oh, victim mentality. That's like saying, and I was just thinking about that today. Like, how are you gonna victim blame somebody? Like, you're not gonna go to someone and be like a shark attack victim. Let's just say that. Why would you swim right into the shark's mouth? Nobody purposely swims into danger. It's just not happening. It's not possible. It just sounds like some bullshit. How are you gonna victim blame somebody for doing that? That's like saying if somebody was to get be hit by let's just say like a drive-by. Why were you there at the time that you were? Bitch, cause I wanted to go to the corner store. I wanted some fucking Fritos. I don't like Fritos, but still. Like, why are y'all saying, like, it sounds so dumb when you say, oh, victim mentality. Hell yeah, I'm gonna be a victim of the shit. What are you talking about? What are you talking? Take accountability. I am, nigga. That's why I'm not dating, the fuck? Like, I'm taking the accountability so I don't have to go through the shit again, and I'm never gonna do that shit again. I don't even want to date nobody for real. Like, I don't want to date nobody because I'm taking that much accountability. I have that much accountability. I don't want to date nobody. You know what I'm saying? Stop nagging, bitch. Go do something productive. How about you go suck my clit and shut the fuck up, Morgan? Sorry, YouTube. Don't copyright this shit or whatever. Did you know there are sharks in there? Right, like that just sounds dumb. Like obviously there's gonna be sharks in the ocean. It just depends on the day if they want to attack you or not. They're not gonna be like, hey, sir. They're not gonna send you a letter in the mail talking about some meetup place at, let's say, Revere Beach. You surfboard your ass right into my jaws, and then you're gonna be like, okay, no, that's not possible. That's not possible. Yelling doesn't make you correct. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I can talk like this and I'll still be right. I can talk like this and I can still be right. I can talk like this and still be right. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. What y'all want me to do? This is just how I talk. You got a problem, fucking scroll, bitch. You got fingers to type. You got fingers to scroll. Okay? So, yeah, that's also another reason why I'm not dating. Like, I'm just scared. I'm terrified. Terrified of dating. I don't know, women get so emotional. I don't think we get emotional. You know, I hate that old women get emotional, like men don't have emotions. Y'all are just taught to bottle up more and to vent it out instead of actually talking about your feelings. I feel like if men were to just talk about their feelings more with other men, because this is not a woman's issue, it's a man's issue. I feel like if they were to talk it out with men, we would stop having domestic violence cases. You know, they would be able to express their stress to their partners and actually communicate and talk like the functional adults instead of tantrums. I feel like they would stop punching holes into walls, doors, their monitors because of how angry they are. You know, I feel like they would stop harming the women in their lives just because they can't handle their emotions, or they get stressed out too easily, or they get too angry easily. You know what I'm saying? I just say, why are women always crying? Because that's how you. Why don't men cry? You do know crying is a way to like cleanse yourself, right? You're releasing the tension that's in your body through your tears. It helps reactivate your nervous system. When you hold in your tears and when you don't cry, it feeds back into your body in a negative way. That's why there's so many cases now, and y'all are in the highest percentage of to be the abusers of domestic abuse. Like, there's like, can we talk about it? Like, I don't know why y'all are gonna say like, oh, why do you guys cry so much? Because we know that we're allowed to show emotion. Okay, everybody should be allowed to show emotion. That's why I say like men are also victims of patriarchy. Because why are y'all telling men that they can't cry? If they can't cry, why the fuck do y'all have tear ducts? If y'all can't show emotion, then why the fuck were y'all designed with emotions? Like, you guys can't pick and choose one thing. You guys can't say, oh, well, you can't cry, but then anger, which is also a fucking emotion on the fucking mood board, is it's also an emotion. I'm just trying to figure out why y'all just be, you know what I'm saying? We don't really have no place to cry or vent, to be honest, as men. Yeah, y'all do. Y'all just bitch at each other. Instead of fucking bullying each other because y'all, and calling each other pansies and sissies because y'all want to show emotion, why don't you actually grow the fuck up and actually be there for one another? Be your own safe place. You don't have to cry in front of people. You can talk about your problems. You know, that's why there's therapists. That's a safe place right there. Why aren't you guys going to therapists? That's a whole safe space. They are legally there to protect you. They legally can't say shit unless you tell them that they can say stuff. Like, I don't know why y'all saying like y'all don't got no safe spaces. There is medical institutions. Y'all can get medicated. Like, y'all know that, right? Y'all know that, right? The patriarchy protects you, goofball. It doesn't protect me. It protects men. Okay? It protects men. You know, you go to therapy. I haven't gone to therapy in a while. I honestly feel like me being in my own place is my own therapy, because I can basically take time to myself and not have to worry about stress or anything like that. But I do recommend therapy if your emotions get to the point like you feel like you want to harm yourself or harm other people. And I don't think you guys understand how severe it is for harming yourself and other people. That's why when you have when people are they have tendencies, the doctors ask him, hey, do you feel like you want to harm yourself or other people? I feel like that should be a really common fucking question, because why are you so angry to the point that you're breaking your walls and your monitors and whatever shit that you work inside your house? I feel like we should really talk about it. Do you feel as though like you would harm yourself or other people? I feel like we should ask men that a lot, especially after a long day at work, so they can stop hitting people. Stop hitting people and actually go to a fucking rage room. You want to hit some shit. Why you gotta hit another person? Huh? You a fucking psychopath? You enjoy that shit? How would you like if I was just you writing your shit just because I was mad? That don't sound fucking logical as hell. It don't sound right? No. What you do is you don't have to go straight home. If you want, you can take some time to yourself. You can drive home or whatever, and you can just sit in your car for another 30 minutes to an hour. Let your partner know, like, hey, yeah, I was just outside. I just needed a break because I didn't want to come inside. I didn't want to come into our safe space from and cause all the positive energy to be sucked out, and when I can just leave all the negative energy at the door. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. But y'all men will not listen because I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's how it fucking works. Y'all, I be saying this shit, and y'all be like, she don't know what she talking about. She don't know what you. But let a man say. Let my brothers fucking say that shit. You know, cause I tend to hear it a lot, especially like you really need to like, you know, like I don't know. You need to heal for her. I hear it. I have a lot of things that I need to heal from. Like, I feel like I was a little bit isolated in my family. I'm not saying they didn't love me or anything, but I did feel like they never took my side in any circumstances, especially my parents. They always believed other people besides me. They were there for me like academic wise, but like emotionally I feel like they weren't there, so they didn't really understand why I was always so like constantly stressed out and everything. And I guess that also plays into my mental health, and that's why I guess I feel so good here, because like I can talk to myself and I would believe myself, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's because women make it performative and weird. Men actually mean it when they say it and are actually looking at the person, not ego spewing. It's disingenuous. Okay, let me separate something. Pick me women are going to say that men don't cry because they uphold patriarchal standards as a way to get a man when they know it doesn't fucking work, but it makes them look like desperate bitches, but whatever. Real women who are not or boy crazy and who don't think that men are the center of their universe, because you guys are fucking not, they're gonna tell you, hey, because we're mature, this is a safe space. I've been a safe space for all of my exes, okay? Why do you think I was so easily emotionally manipulated in the first place? I was a safe space. Okay? I just feel like if y'all was to just pick better women, like I don't know what it is, but y'all be saying, well, women do this, well, women pick better women. Why are y'all choosing the women that are like that? Why? Pick a better woman. Y'all like to claim that women don't pick better men. Why we need to pick better people as a whole? Pick better people as a whole. Why are we going to people that do not have our great intentions in mind? Why would you want to go? Why would you purposely stab yourself with a knife or walk into the knife just because somebody you love is holding it? That's not healthy. Another mouthy black woman, y'all. Thumb flick on. She ain't shit. She's right. Let's pick a better channel. Yes, I agree with that. Clock it, Saturn. I know your mom wished she swallowed you, along with all the millions of sperm cells that she possibly had in her mouth from other men. You probably don't even know who your father is. And yes, I'm taking it there. I'm not triggered. I just feel like roasting somebody. You were just a perfect target. I know you were dropped as a baby too, because not only are you racist, Not only are you racist, but you're dumb as fucking rocks because whatever I said just made fucking sense. There's 59 people up in here. Everybody agrees, but you motherfucking NPC. How the fuck are you not comprehending? Are you dumb? You're the one that should have been left behind, bitch. You know how they say no students left behind? You should have been left behind, bitch. Maybe go back to school. Go back to school. Like how are you surviving through the world without comprehension, critical thinking, self-respect? What are you doing with your life besides twiddling your thumbs on a YouTube live channel because you feel what you want to feel superior? You're nothing but a little bitch boy or girl. You're pussy. Okay? I'm glad that we came to an agreement. I'm glad that you scrolled. You get rage baited easily. Some of them aren't to try anymore. I'm not rage baited. Sometimes you just need to like take that, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just need that outlet. After I just said, hey, don't do this. Women should be singing their men to sleep and making me breakfast every morning. No, back to modding. Then what should men do for women? I feel like y'all should be hunting for real. Y'all should be hunting. Y'all should be building with y'all bare hands. None of this corporate bullshit. Like, I feel like that's pussy work. Like, y'all should be outside in the construction areas. You know, being inside is for the women. Why aren't y'all outside? You know? I give you good dick and give you children. What more can you ask for? You can give me good dick and children, but not money. So we supposed to just have the children and be poor? What's your dick gonna do? You gonna sell it? You gonna sell it to get more money? Are you gonna sell it to give me money? Is that what you're telling me? Should I pimp you out? Like, as a grown ass man, why aren't y'all super saying yeah on God? Like, yo, you're a butt. Let's look at Pacemont Saturn's channel, you guys. Let's look. You look like a crack fiend. No way you're a woman. Yo, that's a pick me bitch. This is a pick me bitch I was just telling y'all about. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly who I was talking about. Yo, Saturn, bro. I wish I could pin it, but my other stuff is on here. But that girl is exactly what I told y'all to stay the fuck away from. She's the one that's gonna say, hey, men don't cry. You see how she didn't comprehend? You see how she didn't comprehend when I said, like, hey, it's okay to feel emotions, and she said she couldn't understand a damn thing that was coming out my mouth. That's the women that I told you to stay away from. That's what I told you to stay away from. Y'all and y'all. This is real life proof. Honey, I come from a culture and everything you'll never be. Men don't want your toxic ass for real. Yo. My life is not real, bro. Like, what the fuck? Yo, bitch, ain't no way, bro. A whole pick me woman. And you see how, like, she had to bring my race into it? The first time that I seen her comment, you're a black woman. Hold on, what did she say? Let me see. Yo, I'm fucking dead. That's the type of woman that I was just telling y'all to stay the fuck away from. That's what I'm talking about. Like, what the fuck? Another mouthy black woman. Y'all thumb flick on. She ain't shit, she's right. Let's pick a better channel. After I told y'all to pick better women. Do you see how it just came out to the point where she's like, because I said it's okay for men to cry and that you guys should be in therapy and we should all become better people as a whole? You see how she just went straight to racism? She went straight to racism. And that she couldn't understand what I was saying. Like, I'm telling you, like, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not just saying just to say this. You've seen the shit right there. Like, It happened in real time, bro. It happened in real time. Like, what? Mind you, I have a whole dad, bro. And she talking about something I was raised by a single mom and a single grandmother. My grandmother has been married. Okay? My mother is married. I have a dad. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, come on, bro. Like, oh God, like, it's not, like, come on. Like, no way, bro. And I'm telling y'all, like, this shit happens in real life. Like, I be telling y'all shit, and then here come the motherfucking pick-me's. We don't like men who do that. Bitch, yes, y'all do. Like, what the fuck? Y'all be just desperate for some dick, huh? Can't relate. But it be falling in my lap, and I don't want it. You want it? I'll give it to you. None of the men are in your life. Stop it. Let me see if I can. You know, it's crazy. I don't even have a lot of pictures with. Wait, no, I do have a lot of pictures with my dad. I gotta find him. He probably has them on his phone. I'm not gonna do that now. But I have a video of me and my dad. If y'all want it, if y'all want to see it, I'll put it in the memberships only because I don't think my dad would want to, like, you know what I'm saying? Women shouldn't fight each other. Remember the girl code? Fuck the girl code. Okay? If you're wrong, you're wrong. I don't side with nobody who's wrong. Like, I don't side with men either, but like, Paymon's so busy hating but getting your views up. Haters hate benefit you too. Oh God, I'm gonna get them 50 cents. Toxic, young-minded idiot. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. Do you think that Kevin Samuels would have something bad about me to say? Like, let's really. And didn't he sleep with a single mom? Like, can we really talk? How are you gonna say R.I.P. Kevin Samuels? I'm saying exactly what he's saying as a woman, and I'm not sleeping with no single dad though. But but turns out he was sleeping with a single mom after he was telling men not to deal with single moms. So why are you saying R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels when he's a whole hypocrite? I'm not a hypocrite. I ain't gonna say one thing and then do another. So it's like, you know what I mean? You are what you preach. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to keep them to himself. Oh God, he was being greedy as fuck. I don't know why y'all saying R.I.P. Y'all should be mad at the motherfucker. Have y'all seen MILFs? They're literally hot, bro. They're hot as shit. Hot. And he was trying to keep y'all should be pissed off. He was trying to take all the dommy mommies away from y'all. Not even dommy mommies, the subby mommies too, bro. The ones with the thick thighs, the ones with the you know what I'm saying, the way that the pregnant, like, you know, they still have like the baby weight in all the right places type shit, or some of them that are just like they shoot out the baby and they just come slim again. Like, let's be so for real. You let him hit and hold on. You let him hit in Raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're you let him hit him. No, bro. Honestly, you know men can baby trap women too. It's very common, so we can't really blame the woman. Cause like, say if I was like against abortion for like religious reasons, and I get with a guy, he can like exploit my religious reasons and get me pregnant, especially after I said, hey, I don't think I want to have a child right now. And y'all could be like, oh, well, what religion will allow y'all to have premarital sex? It don't fucking matter which religion would have me do premarital sex. Premarital sex. It's just like, hey, I don't believe in this, and that you should respect it. And he wants to poke a hole in the condom or slip the condom off, in the middle of sex, because that shit happens. It happens, and purposely knock you up as a way to keep you around because he doesn't want you to succeed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would he do that though? Just to hurt you and your beliefs? He would do that to humble you. Pregnancy is a very humbling experience for women. Okay? Yes, Logan, of course I would love you to pick me up, bro. They do it to humble you. Why do you think all the bad bitches get pregnant? Think about it. Really think about it. Why are all the bad bitches, the ones with the best careers, the best fits, makeup done? Why do you think they always end up pregnant with these low-life niggas? It's to humble them. I think you said to prevent your success. That too. Bad bitches got low IQ. I don't got no low IQ. I'm a bad bitch. Megan Thee Stallion a bad bitch. And she graduated from college. Okay? So, it's not like, oh, I have older siblings? Yeah, I do. Not just young and not enough experience. Even then, like, you guys have to really understand how, like, especially, I feel like sex education is very, very important. You know what I'm saying? Killer Bean, why are you a moderator? He's playing devil's advocate. He don't actually believe that shit. I hope not, by the way. I hope he doesn't believe in that shit. Seeing that he is raised by a woman. You know what I'm saying? You know what I don't understand? I don't understand the hate towards single moms, especially by men who were raised by single moms. I'm just trying to figure out why don't y'all respect the single moms, but y'all respect the daddies that if you died that day. Remember that tweet? I don't know if it was that guy on Facebook, but his son died. I think the baby was like 4 or 5 years old. And the dad was like, I'm sad that my son is dead, but I'm so glad I don't have to pay child support. That's exactly how those niggas was moving. If you were raised by a single mom, your deadbeat dad probably wishes that you were never born, or you probably got into some accident so he could stop paying child support. That's how they actually are. You know? So we really got to start thinking, how are y'all going to respect the deadbeats? The one that got away, the ones that left. The ones that left your mom to handle everything on her own, and then you get mad at women for not being soft. Your forehead like cute, like Rihanna's got the spotlight. It do got a little shine on it though, don't it? Some fathers are indeed bad, but some mothers too. I'm not talking about the bad ones. I'm talking about the single moms that made it work. The single moms that made sure that you were fed before anything. The single moms that made sure that even though she didn't have clothes on her back, you did. The single mom that even if she didn't have everything that she needed for her job, she made sure you had things for your school. The single moms that would make things that even if she didn't have the money, she would scrounge it up so you can go on field trips with your friends, you don't get left out, or go to the book fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can acknowledge like your mom was very dumb for being with your dad, but you also have to understand your mom. Your mom probably did not expect to be a single mom. No girl grows up and says, hey, I want to be a single mom. Go ask a little girl right now what her future plans is. I promise you she probably gonna say some princess or shit. But if you ask a little girl, because we were raised on media about marriage first, she would probably say, I want to go to school, graduate, get married, and then have my kids. No woman grows up and be like, oh yeah, like I just wanna hit it. I want somebody to hit it and quit it, and I get knocked up by some low life. Nobody is doing that. Nobody said that's not my fucking dream. If I end up becoming a single mom, I'm just gonna myself. I don't think you guys understand how deep this shit runs. And I know it's a bad thing, but I don't think I would be able to live in that situation. I don't think so. Really, that shit is traumatizing. Because not only are you traumatizing the woman because she's going through a pregnancy all by herself and she has no support system. The man is supposed to be her support system. You're just leaving her there, or you're cheating on her during the most vulnerable time in her life, which is before, like, during the pregnancy and after the pregnancy. No woman dreams of being a single mom. That shit happens because of, some women probably don't believe in abortion. Some women do believe in abortions and stuff like that, but it varies. It varies. You know what I mean? So I don't understand the hate that single moms get, because they're the ones that tried their best, and they're the ones that why you're the successful ones that you are the way that you are today. Like, look at some of the most look at who was that black guy? I forget what his name, but I think he signed a few years back. He signed this football thing for his mom, and she was a single mom. And he was like, I'm very grateful for my mom. And he signed up because his mom pushed him to be better. His mom made sure that he got to practice. His mom made sure he got his gear. His mom made sure that he had he had a very good nutrition plan or whatever. It's the moms, bro. You can't say, oh, I understand my dad when he was never fucking there. How can you understand somebody who was not there? He chose to walk away from you. He chose to walk away. I want y'all to understand. An innocent life. A child, and I'm not religious or anything, but if you're a Christian, a child is the most closest thing to God, because they literally come from heaven or whatever, and they come straight through you, because the woman's body is a portal from the heaven to the earth, right? He left innocence. He purposely walked away. If your mom was so bad, why didn't he take you with him? Your mom was so bad. Why would he get her pregnant? Why would he get your mom pregnant if she was this bad woman, if she was this horrible woman, if she was just this crazy woman? Why would he get her pregnant? Why didn't he fight harder for you? And y'all can't say, oh, the courts this and the courts that. I'm pretty sure they would probably, if you were to say that this girl was crazy, I'm pretty sure they would probably do like a psychiatric evaluation on her to make sure that she's not going to harm herself or the child. So, y'all can't use that as an excuse. And there are dads who fight in court for their kids. They do get like custody or partial custody of their children. You can't say, oh, well, the women always win the court. No, the women always win in court because the dads don't fight for their kids. Disliking single moms and hating your mom are two different things. Men don't really hate single moms, but it's a risky investment. Look at Myron from Fresh and Fit, that incel motherfucker, or red pill motherfucker. He hates on single moms. Mind you, his mom was a single mom. His mom was a single mom, and he hates on single moms. I just don't understand it. It's the same reason you don't want a guy with kids. I mean, but but that's like, okay, there's a difference between saying I hate single moms and single moms don't deserve no love in the world, because why would you spread your legs for some man? But I'm not saying, just because I personally don't date a man with kids don't mean that, hey, I just dislike single dads. No. I respect them for having their kids. I just personally do not want to play stepmommy for somebody else's kids because I want my own family. That's the difference. Those things can coexist. You can say, hey, I don't want to be this, but I respect that because of what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? But that's just not my cup of tea. All right? You can say like you don't like, you can say like you respect single moms, but that you just won't date one because you want your own family. That's fine. But to say that all single moms don't deserve love, and that if you were to date a single mom, you're a cuck, that's fucking crazy. That's crazy. It's not how men feel. Because if you really look at how Myron talks, he talks because he says it in a place that he hates all women. That's why I really feel like he be, you know what I'm saying? But like, I mean, a single father and a mother makes mistakes that are hard for life to ever give back. Sometimes commitment is more important in families, for real. Yeah, but there's a difference between saying that you hate single moms meaning that you don't respect them, you don't think that they should have anything good in your life, and that their life should be a downward spiral because they have kids. Which is why I say that having kids by a man is so like that's why I say having kids is so humbling for a woman, because men like Myron be saying, "Oh, well, she shouldn't have this because her kids, she has kids, so she doesn't deserve this, and that." Basically, while using homosexuality as an insult. Have you seen Myron, bro? How do you hate women but want to fuck them? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. I hate pedophiles, but I would never go to be with one. You see how that works? You see how that works? You see how that works? If I hate something, I'm not gonna go to it. I fucking hate I fucking hate needles. I don't go to the hospital asking for needles. I don't be asking for a shot. Hold on. He doesn't hate women. Why you should never hate women? Women deserve less. But he says to never hate women, but he does hate women. I don't know why y'all say, like, if you're constantly spewing something negative about one thing, you hate that thing. Like, I hate needles. They hurt me. That is debatable. It's not. If you don't like something, why are you purposely going towards it? Like let's bring, what's his name again? What's his name? What did that girl say his name was? What's his name? The guy that I said that was sleeping with single moms and he was hiding them from y'all. You know? What's his what's his name? What's his name, Bean? I was just saying it. We were saying R.I.P. What's his name? Is it Kevin Samuels? Yeah, Kevin Samuels. Like, for example, he was spewing all that nonsense about single moms, yet he was fucking them. Like, I don't, like, you can't go to something that you hate. And it's not debatable. If you hate something, like, say if you hate oranges, would you willingly eat an orange? Would you willingly eat something that you hate? I fucking hate lima beans. But you would never catch me eating that shit willingly. You have to slip that shit into my food for me to even eat it. But I hate it. Okay? Like, Saturn, I hope you know that he's trolling you right now. He don't actually. This is so embarrassing to, like, watch in my chat. Like, oh my god, Saturn. Please stand up, please. Please stand up, please. Please have context clues online. He's not being serious. He's not being serious. Oh. Yo, B, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, you can't hate something and then be like, and then just willingly go towards it. Like how Myron Gaines, like, I feel like, and I do feel like he hates women, because why are you constantly spewing misogynistic shit, but then you want to go fuck them? How are you going to say that women deserve less? They deserve your dick? Is that less? Women only deserve your dick? Do you think your dick value is less? Is your dick value low in something? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it don't make no sense. Reality isn't misogynistic. Girl, aren't you from, like, the 1900s? Why are you on your phone? Go give your phone to your husband. Please. Let me go talk to a real man. Because you're like, I don't know why you're talking to me. Like, You're the type of bitch that don't believe in feminism, right? Why are you on the phone? Why are you on the phone? Why are you on YouTube? Why aren't you pregnant and barefoot making food from scratch? Go worry about that shit. Go worry about that. Go give your phone to your husband. And if you have a bank account, you shouldn't have your bank account either. Why isn't your bank account in your husband's name? Did your husband not give you an allowance as a real man should? You know what I'm saying? Since we're saying that reality isn't misogynistic. Yeah, why are you on here? Feminism caused the two household economy we're in, dummy. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Men caused the two household economy. They had two families, bitch. Are you dumb? Are you dumb for real? Men had like 3 families with one paycheck back then. They were the ones that were causing split households. Let's really talk about it. You want to talk about it? Let's really talk about it. Yes, it did, jackass. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. But since you're so against feminism, I'm really trying to figure out why you're on the fucking internet. Why are you on the internet? You don't believe in feminism. That's part of feminism. You do know that, right? The right to have your phone, the right to have your own internet, the right to have your own bank account, the right to have your own life, going to school, spewing all this nonsense online. Like I don't know. Like I just feel like if you don't believe in feminism, why are you using feminism ways? Like I feel like if you don't believe in that shit, why are you like I personally don't feel like you should be taking pictures, you know what I'm saying, by yourself, especially in that pose. Have you seen her pose? Like you're just showing yourself, as the men would say. Just flaunting your body. Why is your bosoms out? You should cover up more. You know what I mean? That's the right way. That's the right way, that's to say. You got get a job. We don't believe in feminism over here. I can't get a job because that's not a woman's role. My role is to be at home, barefoot and pregnant, making shit from scratch and taking care of the children, right? New beginning. Isn't that what you just said? I wasn't feminine enough? Is that you that said that? Is that you that said that? Yeah. Y'all, you was just saying feminism is horrible, but now I gotta get a job? Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Is feminism bad? Or should I get a job? Me getting a job is feminism. It's feminism. Y'all do know that, right? Y'all, you do know that, right? Or are you guys just talking out your ass? Because it's not coming from your brain. I'm telling you that now. Both? You can't have both. You gotta choose one. Choose one. I didn't say get a job, figure out who you're arguing with, erratic one. See, that's how I know you're slow, because I didn't say your name, Saturn. I didn't say your name. Then I was verifying who actually told me. Like, I don't know. How does your brain work? Like, that was someone else. Obviously, bitch, I wasn't talking to you. Why do you think the world revolves around you, Saturn? It don't. When I go to sleep tonight, I'm not gonna be thinking about you. When I wake up tomorrow, I'm not gonna be thinking about you. When I turn off this live, I'm not gonna be thinking about you. You are not important. You're so insignificant to me that if I was to ever walk out and step on you, like if you were a piece of dirt, I would wipe you off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Like I don't know. Like why are you still here? You don't believe in feminism. Why are you still typing? How do you know how to read, bitch? That's feminism. How do you know how to read? How do you know how to read and write? That's feminism right there. How do you know how to read? Huh? The men did not want us to know how to read or write. Why do you know how to read? Why are you typing? Who taught you how to type? That's feminism. You're not supposed to learn that shit. You're not supposed to learn that shit. Who taught you how to use the phone? Who allowed you to have a phone? Who gave you permission? Why did your husband give you permission to be on the internet and harassing me, bitch? Like, no, no. I'm pretty sure he didn't. Bring your husband onto the phone, please. Like, give your phone to your husband so he can type, because I don't know why you were talking to me as a woman who believes in feminism. Like, I feel like if you are a woman in feminism, why are you in the outside world? You should not be outside unless you're going to the grocery store or to church. You should be at home. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to amusement parks. You can't swim. Can't do none of that. Women wrote about feminism when it was new. What the fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? Do you know the reason why women were able to learn to read and write? Do you know why? So they could write grocery lists. That's feminism. That's a little bit of feminism. Okay? We wasn't even allowed to go to school for real. When we did go to school, after we graduated like high school, we were getting married in like high school. Dumb fuck. And after high school, if we even made it past that stage, we would just end up pregnant and relying on the man. You know what I mean? So, herder women can't breathe without feminism. Right, we can't. We have to ask our husband permission to breathe. You didn't know that? That's feminism. Non-feminism. That's traditional. We gotta ask our husband everything. We have to get a set allowance. We have to split it between the household bills and chores. Split it between the children. Split it between my husband and myself. You know, taking care of, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, yeah. Not everyone comes from Europeans and Africans like you. I'm not European or African. Like, I don't know what you're saying. Okay. Char has nothing to say that is going to be logical or smart. So until you can actually fathom the brain cells to grow and actually have a conversation in the debate, you shall be on timeout for 60 seconds. And I'm probably going to end the stream before you can type back. Yes, the fuck I am. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I am not European or black. I mean, I am black. I am not European or African. What are y'all talking about? Triggered. Huh. Please do not call me such a disgraceful and icky word. Like, ugh, that is just so below me. Like, oh my God. Ugh, please. Just, oh my God, get it off. Oh my God, please. Like, what the fuck? Ugh, I can't. I just can't. Like, why do y'all... Ugh, that is just so nasty. Where's my hand sanitizer? Where's my... Oh my... Stop calling me that dumb shit. Oh my God. Triggered where, bitch? I could never. Like, ugh. Ugh, that is... You know, like, ugh, it just feels so disgusting now. Like, why would you call me that? That's like such... I need to go jump in the shower. I need to go back in the shower. I gotta end this shit for, like, oh my God, bro. Oh my, they could call me triggered, bro. Like, that is just such an icky ass word, because a bitch like me could never. I could never be triggered about some shit. Like, girl, you need to chill. No! They call me triggered, and that's such a very poor word. Like, oh my God, bro. Like, no. I'm more crossed, okay? Not triggered, crossed. Oh my God. Like, please learn proper etiquette when it comes to me. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my gosh. or stirred. I'm stirred, not triggered. That shit is just so poor. Where are my pearls? You see, that word stole my pearls. They stole my pearls, bitch. Oh my God. The poor is just taking everything. Oh my God. You're mad you're part European? I'm not part European. Here we go with the performative cringe. Okay, first of all, that's not even performative cringe, okay? I'm very much cringing. That's real life cringe. You know what performative cringe is? This is it right here. Because y'all keep fucking I gotta show y'all the difference every fucking time. This is the difference of performative cringe. Thanks for the roses. Thanks for the roses. Ice cream so delicioso. This is cringe. Or if I really want to get into it, I gotta bust a couple moves. Or I get in my favorite one so far. Stop. No, I gotta be performative and cringe because I gotta show you how to actually do it. This is how you do it. This is how you actually do it. This is how you actually become performative and cringe. I promise you. If you know how to do this, you can move through anything in life. You can move through anything in life. Just watch. You ready? Are you ready? Here's the performative cringe. It's coming up. You ready? You ready? M-I-C-K-E-Y M-O-U-S-E M-I-C-K-E-Y M-O-U-S-E. That's me. M-I-K-C. You know what I'm saying? That's performative. That's performative. I can be performative if I want to. Okay? That don't mean everything I do is performative. Super bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? You actually need to chill? No. Average feminist, by the way, period. Because I have the right. I can do whatever I want. That's why I have an apartment. Feminism. That's why I'm able to get a checkbook. I have my own bank account. Feminism. That's why I have a job. Feminism. That's why I can do things without the need of a man. Feminism. Why do you guys act so dumb about the purpose of feminism? We have Google. Google it. But if you feel more traditional, like Saturn here, who doesn't believe in feminism, why don't you just pick up a dictionary? Pick up a dictionary and look up the definition. Let's look it up together, because y'all be saying, I swear to God, like, y'all be just dumb as shit, dumb as rocks. I can't even tell you how to go kick rocks. That's your brains. What is feminism? Feminism is the belief in and movement toward full social, economic, and political equality for all genders. So everybody benefits from feminism. Okay. What are some modern perks of feminism? Since y'all want to be fucking slow. What's my EBT balance? 0, because I'm trying to get on EBT on God. You know, I'm about to file that shit after this. Modern feminism provides significant actionable perks that promote equality, safety, and autonomy. Key benefits include greater workforce participation and leadership opportunities for women, military status, enhanced legal protections against discrimination and domestic violence. So if you're a woman, you cannot be fired if you get pregnant, because they were doing that before feminism. You would get fired for getting pregnant or being too far along, or it's unwomanly and stuff like that. They would fire you so you can go back home and raise your children. Access to reproductive rights and access to reproductive rights and education. That's feminism. We can go to college. We can go to college now. If you want to be a doctor, we can study to become a doctor. That's higher education. You want to get your PhD? You want to get your master's degree? You want to go into college after high school? You want to become a lawyer? Feminism. And the dismantling of rigid gender roles that empower individuals of gender. So we don't have to cook and clean and take care of the children and be barefoot and pregnant. We can actually make something of ourselves. You know? You know what I mean? How does feminism impact society today? We gained legal rights and political influence. Women can vote. Women can vote. Women can vote. We can vote now. That's part of feminism. So, you know, when y'all was voting and who to go to office, the last presidential election, women were able to vote for that. What job do I currently have? I work as a support analyst. Okay? You can work in male-dominated fields. If I wanted to be a plumber, I can be a plumber. If I wanted to be an electrician, I can be an electrician. Feminism. There's no gender roles. If I want to be a construction worker, I can do that. I can work in a construction site. That's feminism. Like, what are y'all talking about? You can't be a Marine. You can't be a Marine Can women be in the Marines? Yeah, I swear to God, they were able to go into the Marines. I have a friend that was in the Marines, and he said that one of the women punched his ass in the throat. Right there in the jugular. Then you have to sign something saying you're willing to be drafted. That's equality, and that's fine. I just personally won't be getting drafted. I'm gonna get knocked up because I'm not fighting no fuck ass war. Especially not from some shit because they want to hide shit on the Epstein files and they think that the war is the only way they could do it because everybody was fucking talking about it. Now they're talking about the war. I'm not fighting that shit. Y'all can do that shit though. That's also feminism. I have a choice. And whether or not I want to get drafted, I can get knocked up if I wanted to. Just like how y'all could break a leg if y'all wanted to. That's a choice. Would you fight for Nigeria? I'm not fighting for shit. I can't even fight for my own life. I'm struggling right now. Mentally. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not fighting nobody's war because they want to be pedophiles. Like, I'm not doing that. Sorry. And I can't even say allegedly. There's literal evidence for that. So if they want to sue me for, like, defamation, they got to prove that they're not pedophiles and that weren't eating children. You know? So, of course, you're not doing it, but you probably put your cane flag in your social media. I don't have any type of flag in my social media. You can go look. I don't do that. So, but you can continue to try and like try to pin stuff on me, but I don't do that shit. Okay, I know what's right from right. I know what's wrong from wrong. Doesn't your dad beat you for this type of bullshit? My dad can't. No, he doesn't beat me. He doesn't even put his hands on me at all. I don't know why. You see what I mean? Like, that's also feminism. I can, if my dad was to ever put his hands on me, I can report him to the police. Back then, women weren't allowed to report anything from the police. It's considered teaching your women when a man puts his hands on her. So, yeah. I don't, and that nigga was fucking weird for that shit. Cause why is that your first thought? Why do you want my dad to beat me? Why do you have so much rage in your heart? Like, I don't understand wishing harm on people unless they've done something to actually trigger you. What of me speaking about feminism triggered you? Equal rights, equal fights? Yeah, see, that's not equal rights or equal fights. How is saying I want better pay saying, oh, so okay, I could deck you in the face? No. That's like saying, here, oh, we can have knives now, and then I just shoot you. That's not how it fucking works. That's not how it works. You can't say like, oh, equal rights, equal fights. Just say you're a bitch and you can't fight women. That's how I'm gonna take it. Because why do you want to put your hands on women so bad? It don't make sense. It don't make no sense. Everybody wants better pay? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Everybody deserves better pay. You know what I mean? But you can't say equal rights equals fights. There's no correlation into that. That's like saying, oh, everybody gets a promotion. So that means like I can just fuck everybody. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Just because something helps out other people, which feminism does help out with other people, doesn't mean that you have the right to put your hands on people. No. As children, we were taught to keep our hands to ourselves, and if we can't say nothing nice, to not say it at all. Why do we suddenly forget that shit when we grow up? I still learn that shit. I don't put my hands on no fucking body unless they put their hands on me first. So, yeah. I'm very curious what feminism helps. It helps out with everybody. So if you want to fight for better pay, you can. Just like how your mom was able to have a job, she can. If she wants help, legal help from getting away from her abusive husband, she can do that. Like, I don't know why, like, we weren't, like, women, like, I don't know how, like, I don't think you guys understand how big of an impact feminism was because it doesn't just impact women, it also impacts the children, which is us in the sense of a world. Because what do you think happens when you watch your mom get beat on every day? It becomes a normal occurrence, and that cycle just keeps on going because it's how you were taught. Women get beat if they step out of line, and that's the corrective way that a husband should teach his wife. No. Now women have an outlet to get away from their abusive husbands, and they have the support groups to do that and have lawyers to leave. They can legally leave. They can have legal protection against their husbands, against their abusive husbands, or ex-husbands, or ex-boyfriends even. So it's like, you know, okay, you have all that. Why are you still mad? I'm not mad. I'm just very frustrated that we were taught about the women's rights movement, and all you dumb bird brain bitches keep asking me what feminism does for people. Like we didn't learn what it does for people in middle school. Were you guys that slow in school that you guys weren't paying attention? We learned about slavery. We learned about the civil rights movement. We learned about the women's rights movement. We learned all of this in school, and y'all just, and then once y'all graduate, just out your head. Like, y'all don't remember any of the shit that was taught to you guys? Like, how does that make any sense? How are you being affected in this time of age? You have rights like everyone else? Yeah. But I'm also frustrated that at the point that I'm telling these rights, you guys want to say equal fights. Why do you guys want to fight women so bad? What, it gets you off? Do you enjoy fucking up women, like putting your hands on women? That's what I'm thinking. Like you like, it just gives you a rush. Like you're an abuser. You just can't. You're just itching, frothing at the mouth to just hit a woman. For what? For saying equal rights? So for saying that I have a bank account now thanks to feminism, y'all think y'all can just come up to me and duck me in the face just because of that? Is that what you're saying? I know women who say they hate whoever fought for them to work and not stay at home. Depends on your outlook on life, to be honest. Actually, feminism gives women the choice to do whatever they want. They don't have to stick to one thing. Before feminism, we were stuck at home. We were stuck at home. We were not allowed to go out to work or anything like that until after feminism, where we can choose if we want to get a career or we want to be home and pregnant. That's the choice. That's the choice that women have now. They can continue to go to school if they want to. They can get married and have kids if they want to. They can do whatever they want now. That's what feminism is for. It's not to be like, "Oh, now I have to work because of feminism." No, bitch. You can actually get paid for the labor that you're owed. And if you want to stay at home, you can stay at home. Nobody is doing that. You all say men benefit from patriarchy. How do you account for men who are marginalized by race, class, or disability? What do you mean? I'm just saying, like, let's look it up. Let's look up some ways because I gotta just read stuff on Google for y'all. How do men benefit from patriarchy? Men benefit from patriarchy through systematic advantages known as male privilege, which includes higher earning potential, greater representation in leadership, and a freedom from the burden of unpaid domestic labor, like sweeping and mopping your own place and doing laundry and taking care of your kids. Society is often structured around the male experience as the default, offering men increased safety, credibility, and authority in both public and private life. And economic advantage. Men generally earn more and face fewer career interruptions, allowing for faster advancement and greater financial security. Social and political power. Men disproportionately sorry. I'm like trying so hard not to fall asleep. Men disproportionately pro can't say the fucking word. Proportionally proportion whatever the fuck that word says, holds positions of power in government, business, and religious institutions. Delegation of domestic labor. Patriarchal structures often assign household management and child care to women, freeing men to focus on professional and personal pursuits. Increased safety and mobility. Men often experience less fear of sexual harassment and violence, allowing greater freedom of movement in public spaces. Like, you know how men can go for a walk at night? I cannot do that because there's always somebody lurking in the shadows and would potentially try to harm me, whether it's physically And that goes in two ways. They can harm me by hitting me or using my body against my will, or they can kidnap me and torture me until, you know what I'm saying? While these benefits exist, many scholars and sociologists note that patriarchy also imposes rigid, harmful gender roles on men, such as the pressure to be the sole provider or to suppress emotions, which can lead to loneliness and health disparities. Just like how I said, it's good for you to cry. That's the health shit that I was talking to you guys about. It's very healthy that you cry. It's very healthy that you cry. She's always yapping. If you don't like it, you can always leave. Nobody's forcing you to be here. I don't want you here. Is that enough to like get you to go away? It's very healthy to cry. I feel like we should all cry. You don't understand history, bro? I just read the fucking hit. Oh my god. Char, are you rage baiting me? But we can both walk at night. That is feminism. Okay. Okay. We used to have laws to protect you in time when police couldn't be everywhere. Okay. Okay. Women are allowed to walk at night. That was before feminism. We were able to walk at night before. But that does not excuse the dangers that women face more than men. Okay? As a woman, I have to constantly look over my shoulder. I have to carry mace or a knife on me when I'm walking out by myself. Because there's always going to be someone who could possibly be a male and they could harm me. Okay? And as a woman, we are biologically weaker than men. And I'm not saying that there's not any women that are exclusive to the role, but I'm saying a majority of women are biologically weaker than men. I cannot fight off a 200-pound, 6'8" man, like a foot man. I cannot fight that off. I'm only 5'3" and I weigh about like 115 pounds. I'm not gonna be able to fight that off me. If I was to walk outside, he can do whatever he wants. He can knock me out with one punch to my head, possibly kill me, if he so to choose. He can kidnap me, if he so to choose, because he's biologically stronger than me. I won't be able to fight back. He can pin me down. He can pin me down and take advantage of my body, and I won't be able to do anything about it. Just wait it out. We can walk outside. But I'm not saying that we can't walk outside. We were allowed to walk outside before feminism, and there were still grape cases. Still grape cases. Sexual assault cases. So it's not like we weren't allowed before feminism. We were always allowed to walk outside at night. It's just that as women, we have to be more precautious. Because as a majority, a lot of women are not stronger than men. Char got a point. What do you mean? Exactly true. So we can never be equal. Women need protection. Yeah, but protection from whom? If the men are causing us so much harm, who's protecting us? The ones that don't cause harm, they're bystanders. They don't do anything. The only time y'all protect women is if they are associated with you. You don't put your life on the line for anybody else. If a stranger, a woman, was to be, I would say, getting attacked by a man, y'all wouldn't do anything. Y'all wouldn't do anything because y'all don't see it as a way like, oh, I should protect this woman because all women should be protected. No, the women around me should be protected. Men protect you from harm. I'm a man and would jump in any altercation. Yeah, but I'm not saying that it's not all men that jump into an altercation. Some of them just watch. There are CCTVs of men watching women get assaulted and not doing anything. There are video recordings of men or CCTVs of watching a man uh, pulling along a drugged woman on the sidewalk. There are tons of men that just watch. There's no man there's not a lot of men that are gonna be like, hey, yo, I don't think you should do it. She can't consent to anything that you're trying to do with her. Let's just help her get home. No, the first thing that a man would do if a woman is unconscious, if they're sick in the fucking head, is take advantage of her. Who is telling you this? You don't have to tell me anything. I've heard stories of it from other women. How do you know if I haven't gone through it? I don't tell y'all shit on here because it's not really any of y'all business. But it is sexual assault awareness month. It is April, so I have to talk about this. Okay, you don't know if I've been through it and I'm just talking from experience, or you don't know if I've just heard stories from other women that I'm personally associated with. You don't know. You don't know. Nobody's going to do that to you, and you're telling, like, you see that? That's insensitive as fuck, because certain things have happened to me, and you saying that is insensitive, like, oh, this won't happen to you because I'm talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Go to therapy. I'm in therapy. But I'm telling you guys, like, I don't think you guys are, I think you guys are like, oh, go to therapy, oh, victim mindset, oh, this, oh, that, oh, that, because you guys don't want to take accountability. You guys lack accountability. You guys lack accountability that you guys claim that women need more of. Just went from dancing on stream to being so angry. Do I give off anger? Let's look up the emotion anger right now, because I don't feel angry. I feel more tired than anything. What are some characteristics of anger? Anger is a complex, intense emotion, often stemming from frustration, injustice, or threats. Characterized as you get psychologically aroused from it. Oh, like rapid heart rate, muscle tension, cognitive shifts, irritability, blame, loss of control, and behavioral outbursts, shouting, aggression, or withdrawal. It acts as a natural fight or flight response, varying from mild annoyance to intense rage. My heartbeat feels fine. I'm breathing just fine. My jaw isn't clenched. My fists aren't clenched. My muscles aren't tense. I don't feel hot, besides like my heat going in my room. I don't feel trembles or shakiness or dizziness, and I don't feel any aggression towards y'all. So if that's what you guys classify as anger, then I don't know if that's like the dictionary. You look tense. Now y'all just saying shit. Go to bed. I know, I'm about to go to bed. Is your pic next to the definition? No, but your mom's is. You do sound frustrated. I normally talk like this when I'm talking about serious topics, you know? So, I don't know. Do I have work tomorrow? Yeah, I do. So I have to end the stream anyway. I'm gonna end the stream in like 30 seconds. How was my day? Fucking exhausting. I have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning just to make it on work on time because I moved to like another part of Boston, and it's a little bit it's like 20 minutes farther from my job, so I have to go to bed. Teaching of madness doesn't mean the direction is that if you would even talk like this in my own country. What are you talking about? Please stop hating men. We do a lot for women. I mean, some of you guys do a lot for women. You know how you guys like to say not all men? I do the same thing too. Like, Not like, and I do that for women as well. Like, not all women are going to use you for your money. I wouldn't use anybody for their money. I got my own money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm using myself as an example. But not all men are protectors. Some of them are the monsters that we need protection from. And until we can, as like that in our brains as a society, the world won't be a better place. In every single argument that you always say you're always the victim. Always the victim. Yeah, because I talk about from my experiences too. I don't just say shit just to pull shit out my ass and to be like, oh, men are all bad. I say it from experience. I say it from experience. I don't know why Keith's yapping. He's very emotional right now. You can tell by the amount of times that he's been severely angry about me being a victim, about things that I've just spoke about. Um, and I'm not surprised that men are just not. I like like I understand that there are men out there that will protect women, but it's just very little in a world full of the aggressors, the ones who stand by and do nothing, and then there's a little small portion of people that would actually protect the women, other women, and not even women that. And I'm not saying like, oh, you want to protect your sister or your girlfriend or your mom or nothing like that. I'm saying if I'm talking about the men who will go out for women they don't even know, and a lot of them be like, oh, well, I'm not risking my life for another woman. So it kind of like proves my point, So, yeah. I'm the bystander. As long as you know, Rick, I honestly might be one of the cowards. Men scare me, and that's completely normal. Men are scared of men too. So that's why I also don't expect a lot. You can't say that men protect women when we're all scared of men. Everybody is scared of men. You ever seen an aggressive man? Let a very aggressive man, someone who's bigger than you, charge at you at full speed with anger on his face. You think you're not gonna run? You're not gonna run? What are you gonna do? Hold your ground? No, you're gonna run. That's fear. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with being afraid as long as you acknowledge that we have to do better as a society. You know, I'm actually in the middle of a shit in a piss storm. I'm just surrounded in so much fecal. Yo, bro. I need to go to fuck to bed. Why are you typing that in my chat, bro? You're speaking the truth. Yeah, and the thing is like men, like the people in the comments like Keith and like Char, they constantly try to like move the goalposts when you're explaining things because they're trying to make you seem dumber than what you sound like. You see, well, we only do better because men protect us. You see what I mean? We had one guy in here just say that they are also afraid of men. Men can be afraid of other men because men are often seen as the aggressors. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? But we need to literally, like, I literally addressed everything you directly said. No, you continuously move the goalposts because you're constantly saying, oh, men protect us. Who do they protect us from? Some of them can't even protect us from other men. Most men, because, not all men, most men, if you look under the comments of like news reporters talking about um the sexual assault and rapes of young women, they're gonna blame the child or the young woman or for whatever reason. Well, why was she at the party? Why wasn't she watching her drink? Why did that, instead of asking questions like, why would the man do that? Why would the man even spike her drink? Why can't we just go to a party and have a good time? Why do we have to do stuff to make a person unconscious? They can't be protectors and soft. You just said it. No, they can be protectors and they can be soft. There's nothing wrong with being soft. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being soft. Being soft actually makes your protective stance even harder. Like, look at mama bears. They're soft with their children. Well, as soft as nature would allow. But they're always going to be in the front lines whenever danger is in front of their child. Men protect me and you from evil men. That's just the fact you hate to hear. I mean, wasn't Trump in the Epstein files? Did the men really protect us from that? Because last I checked, he's still in office, and he was eating babies and sleeping with, well, not sleeping with because it's not the right word, raping young children, babies, by the way, babies. The youngest victim in the Epstein files are newborns, newborn children, right out the mom's womb. You know how old the moms would be? In their teenage years. I read the files, or I've seen like bits and pieces of the files, but I've read them and the emails. So it's not like, you know. As a boy, we all have things we are scared of. Everybody does, and that's totally normal. Fear is part of life. You are right. You can trust some men, but not all men. It matters how you feel about them, but there are also bad women too, not much. We're not talking about the women, but I've always said about that too. Women, like, I always talk about the women as well. Trust me, there's no like, neither sex is safe for me. I criticize each. Okay? You need a mental eval? Why? Why do you feel so triggered to the point that you think I need a mental evaluation in my brain? For what? Why? You never read the files. If you did, you know a woman was his partner. Okay, but I'm talking about the men right now. I'm not talking about women. If you guys really want me to talk about women, I can. Like how I feel like we should really, like, off all pedophiles, females and males. How about that? I feel like the news outlets can stop saying that the female teacher was sleeping with her 13-year-old student when she was actually raping her student. A child cannot consent. Okay, how about that? I feel like women predators, I feel like they should all I feel like all predators should deserve the same fate, which is, okay? I don't think that children are lucky to be in a situation where they were supposed to be protected in. No, I don't. I don't feel like children are lucky because their teacher overpowered them. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no. No. I Since you guys want to bring in women, I also believe that the women in the Epstein files also need to be in jail too. Because they were also eating children and doing all that other stuff with children. Okay? So, why should you be protected when you assist in destroying everything? If me putting accountability and talking about things that we should actually be accountable for is the reason why I should not be protected, then you're not a protector. And you're one of the men that are one of the monsters and who would never protect another woman. You see how you just proved my point? Honestly, it's worse when it happens to female victims. Feminists don't understand reality. So you're saying, Char, because this is, now I'm awake, because what the fuck did you just say? Female victims are worse than the male victims? Are you fucking kidding me? And this is what I'm talking about. You cannot argue with these people. They will always show their true colors. You really think that it's worse for only the girls and not the boys? You don't think that being raped as a boy is not going to psychologically damage you? Being raped in general is psychologically damaging, mentally damaging. It's not normal. It's not supposed to happen. That's fucking disgusting and you're weird. Like, there is no fucking way. There is no fucking way, bro. You see what I'm talking about? And I told you, they constantly move the fucking goalposts. They've constantly fucking moved the goalposts. You can say everything right, and they would say, well, this is, like, that's fucking crazy. That's fucking, Jake, oh my fucking god. Y'all are just like, y'all are getting, Bean Block, whatever the fuck his name is, he's, What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? They're trying to rage bait. Okay, like that's not rage bait though. That's genuinely not rage bait. That's not rage bait. Rage bait is saying pancakes is better than fucking waffles when they're the same fucking thing. That's rage bait. But this that is not that's not rage bait. That's not rage bait. That's let's put an end to what rage bait is right now. Rage bait is like you constantly acting dumb. Like I be rage baiting on Twitter. Okay, like somebody will call me a dumb whore, and I'll be like, yeah, I am, and I'll like a fucking pigeon. That's rage baiting. That's literally triggering somebody to get them angry. Okay, but to say shit like that, that's not rage bait. That's not rage bait at all. That's not rage bait. That's not rage bait. That's not. That's not rage bait. That's not rage bait. Can you use that pigeon sound again? Like that's not rage bait. Have I seen Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer? I haven't seen any trailers really like that either. Waffles were better than pancakes. They're the same fucking thing. Like, you see what I mean? That's rage bait right there. That's like rage bait is saying blueberries are actually fucking green. That's rage bait. That's rage bait. But to say, oh, female victims get it worse than male victims, that's not rage bait. That's not rage bait. No correlation to that whatsoever. Let's really nip that shit in the bud. Watching you argue with these people is like watching a 160 IQ low with a 60 IQ, bro. I don't know, man. I actually paid attention in school, and that's why when I figured out why he was so angry at feminism with Shar and whatever, that's where I'm thinking that it came from. Like, you think that female victims have it a lot more worse when it's actually not true, and I think that I think that is also another reason why he thinks that feminism is not real or whatever, or it's such a bad thing. Like, how can you think that feminism is a bad thing? We need feminism. Your mom she uses feminism. She has her own credit card, her own everything. You know? And that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't be mad at, it just makes more sense now. Cause how are you mad at feminism, but then you're like saying that female, it just, yo, that's just, wow. I can't believe I cannot believe they said that shit. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. They think feminism is bad, but then they say that female victims have it worse. How do they have it worse? Every victim has it worse. Like, this is crazy, bro. That's fucking insane. I need to go lay down. Not only do I need to go lay down and have a go to sleep, I need to like sleep this off because no way. But anyway, if you have enjoyed this live stream, don't forget to give it a big thumbs like, subscribe, hit that notification bell because your girl loves live every night. Thanks for those who have donated. I highly appreciate it. It does wonders for the channel. And from one royal to another, I bow to you. Until next time, my royal kingdom. Goodbye.